Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for tuning in. If you could, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification. If you could, most of all, drop me a comment down in the comment section saying what's up and how you're doing and stuff. I enjoy that part the most. Anything to do with this. Also, you can run over to Facebook and join our group, Johnny's Motorized Bicycles on Facebook. It is a Facebook group and you can post all your videos and links to whatever it might have in there, and it'd be awesome. Speaking of the Facebook, I have a link for everything down in the description. If you want, you can go down there and check that out. I have links for that, for the TikTok, for the Venmo, literally for everything you could possibly want, address and what have you and all that, down in the description. Okay, so today I am going to visit my daughter in Perth Amboy. It is like an hour car ride, give or take, but it is like a 2-hour bike ride, probably somewhere around there, hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on the route and how fast I can go. So I got you on my chest mount, obviously, and I'm going to take you with me for the ride, but I'm not going to record all of it because it's just too much to record. I'll record bits and pieces as I go, and once I get there, I just figured it might be kind of a fun, because it's such a long ride. This is the directions. Arrival 6:08, it's 3:42, so we'll see if we can cut that down. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up on what did. I came out this morning and I fixed this where old marks were. I moved it back, added a full link so I could get the proper tension and have it on correctly. Tightened everything up, and this is the final look. You can see the exhaust. It comes out right here. I think it's just perfect. I really, really like it. But all in all, I think we're good to go. This is gonna be the first trip I take with the bike, with this motor, since I rebuilt it 2 days ago. So it's gonna be a good little test, but I'm very excited. This is kind of what I always had planned for this motor. We'll see. I've got extra clothes with me just in case it gets cold, colder, because it is chilly-ish. It's like 60 degrees out and it's planning on getting colder, so I got sweatpants and a sweatshirt with me just in case. But seeing the route and which way I gotta go, I got it in my ear, so I should be good regardless. Keep that in my pocket until I get rid of this drink. That's it. So let's get her started up and see how she does. Started up pretty good, I think. I gotta pull over and turn all my lights on. Never turn my rear light on yet. Let me pull over and do that real quick. I really love the sound of this exhaust and that little bit of pop it has. It's louder than stock, but it's not like MZ65 or F2 thruster type loud. It's just nice. Okay guys, let's get this engine warmed up and let's go. It's definitely cooler in the shade, that's for sure. Still got the needle where it was yesterday, and I don't know, it sounds a little four-strokey, but I don't know, it honestly, it's running really well, so I don't know if I'm actually gonna lean it out any. Being a new fresh build again, I'm probably gonna leave it. I like to run the fresh build fatter, because I just think it's healthier for the engine. Mile, right. I'm probably going to get out of the town here and I'll turn you off and I'll turn you back on periodically. I don't want to video the entire thing because it uses so much storage recording rides like this, and I just don't have the memory cards to record stuff like that, so I don't have the money to buy new cards. Oh, I like what it did there. It took me around the block so I can make this turn easily. I don't have to turn, I can just go straight. Oh, I like that. That was way better than trying to make this turn. That's a pretty crazy turn. In fact, I don't even know if you can make a left there. Okay guys, it's asking me to turn onto this bike path. I like when it's moist like this because it doesn't get you muddy, but it's also not dusty. And this keeps you away from the cars, so I enjoy this path a lot. Okay, but this is the path we used to take to go to New Brunswick to see Gunner all the time. Just we didn't start this far back. We used to start much farther up on it. Yeah, I think this is like 16 miles on this path. I think something like that, or 12 miles. I don't remember exactly, but it's a good chunk of the whole trip is on this path if I choose to take it instead of taking the roads. But I don't keep the same speed on this path as I do on the road, so I might get off and go on the road. Yeah, it's a really nice little area though. People come over here and go fishing all the time. It's just really pretty, and right now in the fall with the leaves turning, so beautiful. Okay guys, I'm turned you back on because I wish I had you on about 2 minutes ago, but I just went through some really gnarly section of this because it's from the flood we had, you know, what, a month ago, 2 months ago, and it's just so washed out. And then they put fresh stones in a lot of sections, but the stones, when you go into them with your bike, you like sink in, you know, 2-3 inches into these stones, these little tiny stones, like pebbles, but it's like really hard sand. And you end up, you know, spinning and wiggling and all that stuff, and that's just no good. So I'm gonna get out of this on the next crossover because this is just too sketchy. Not because I can't ride it, but because it's totally counterproductive for what I want to do. I want to stay out of traffic, yes, but I also want to make it to see my daughter before it's dark out. And going this speed, I can't do that. But mostly I don't want to get a flat, because that is really counterproductive of trying to get there in a timely manner. Like, I gotta slow down because I'm not trying to get super muddy because we're supposed to go trick-or-treating. You know, it's Halloween. I don't want to get super muddy before I meet up with her unless I'm gonna be my disguise, my costume is a dirtbag, you know. And I don't know if I told you, but I'm running non-synthetic oil at the moment because Walmart didn't have any full synthetic, so I'm just running conventional oil, 2-stroke oil in the bike. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I did notice, like say with Anthony's bike, the one he's buying from me now, the YD100 Dio Reed, I was running synthetic because that's what I had in my gas can. And I know you're not really supposed to for break-in because they don't break in properly because it's so much slippier, but as soon as I put the new oil or gas mix in with the conventional oil, I felt the motor break in almost immediately. Like within, I don't know, within a half a tank, really. Oh, this is horrible. So, and his is a brand new build. So it just shows you how good synthetic oil is and how little wear it lets the engine have, but it also doesn't promote good engine break-in, which I knew, but was just kind of hoping, hey, it will work itself out. But as soon as I ran the conventional and it broke in within a few, I don't know, maybe 100 miles, like an eighth of a tank, like I knew what it was instantly. Oh boy, this completely washed out. Oh buddy. This is gnarly. If I didn't have my drink with me and I had proper tires, that's something else I'm a little worried about with this. I only have my street tires because I mostly ride on the street. I don't do a lot of trail riding, and they are not, these tires are not good for this kind of terrain. If it was like it was when I first got on it and just a little bit of gravel and dirt, they're fine. You know, they slip a little more than the normal tire, but they work good. I've been keeping the idle really low just because I've been going through all this stuff. I had to clear it out, clear the pipe out. I could feel when I got on the gas. If you're doing like I'm doing and riding slow, guys, and you get right back on it, because I wasn't even thinking about the engine, honestly. I was just thinking about not falling through all this, like there, super loose gravel and stuff. So I wasn't revving the engine at all. And when I see, like when I got right on the gas, it was like, and it took off really slow. You gotta clean the pipe out, clean the motor out. It's just, because you're not, you know, two-strokes like to rev. We all know that. So, so you gotta clean the pipe out when you come off of doing some like slow speed stuff like that, and you go to get on it. Do a quick couple revs and then get on her. Like see right there, picked up way better after I cleaned the pipe out. And I was going the same speed that I took off at the first time before I cleaned the pipe out. So it just shows you how cleaning the pipe out makes a difference. See, the biggest problem with these tires is like when you see an obstacle and you got to go around it, you turn, they're smooth, so they don't really grip. They just glide with the rocks and roll right down with the rocks, which, you know, can be problematic. Get off of this path. There's other ways I can go, and this is just not. Look at flow, you can see it. Pretty awesome. See how low it is there and how high it is there? This is the floodgates right here that I'm passing. There's an actual flood wall if you continue on the path. There's an actual wall, whole wall, it's like, I don't know, 10 or 12 feet high, that they actually slide through a bridge so that you can block the water from flooding the whole town because it gets that bad. So this is where we can put this in here. Stay safe, but that path is slowing me down way too much. Plus, it's getting the engine hot. I can feel it. It's got slightly different performance than when I'm riding on the street. I can feel it pulling down already. Garbage can. That's what I need. Alright guys. Alright guys, a pretty good cruising speed right here, honestly. And it's got good pedal feel, or you know, throttle control right there. It's not revved up too high. I'm thinking about still putting a 36 tooth on here. I'd like to get a 40. If anyone's got a 40 tooth, let me know. I wouldn't mind, honestly. Okay, guys, this is where I am at right now. I'm going down Easton Avenue. The GPS wants me to turn around, basically, and go back on that bike path. The bike path is directly to my left. This road, I'm not going to be able to turn, I don't think. If you look, see that row of trees right next to me, and then there's another row of trees right to the left of that? That's the bike path. So this road literally runs parallel with it, and I'm just going to take this to Landing Lane, which is where I got hit by that car, and I'm going to hop on it there, because I'm pretty sure it wants to take me out towards like Milltown. At least that's what I'm thinking. So once I get closer, I'll check that out. But for now, I'm not close. So here's what it is. So just figured show you where I'm at, what I'm doing. It's not bad. I mean, I started this, there's a little hill place where I got hit by the car. Uh-oh. That's not good. Pull off up here. Bicycle dismount. I agree. Ay, that's a tight squeeze, huh? Handlebars just fit. Ah, I can't get across. That's okay. I think I got to go that way anyway. Let's find out. Yeah. And then we make a right. Yep. That's what I thought. Good. So this is the bike path I was on. Oh wow, look, can you see it? Let's go down there real quick, I'll show you. This is the bike path I was on way back, whatever it was, miles and miles ago. But look, the water running down. There's a crane down there in the ground. But yeah, that is normally completely dry. But you see how high the water is, and then if you look over there, how it's still pretty high over there. It looks really bad out, but the weather says it is not going to rain. And I'm kind of putting all my eggs into that weather basket of no rain. So let's hope that's true. But boy, it does not look like it's not gonna rain. Okay, yep. I figured get off anyway and, you know, let the bike turn off for a little bit. It's a new build. I really don't want to be just giving her the beans the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna let it cool off a little. Still got good traction. I mean, good combustion for sure. It's sliding the tire, and there's still quite a bit of weight considering my gas can is almost full. My bag's back there. My other bag with some clothes. So I'm happy with that. Turn this off for now. Boy, it looks horrible. I could see blue skies, but just kind of right where I'm going. But it had just a couple green clouds over the radar. I looked at the weather map and it looked okay, honestly, but just a couple dark spots throughout the tri-state area. But it didn't even say there was rain in them, just cloudy. And boy, it looks like rain clouds, but whatever. Super pretty skies right behind it though, so that's nice. Yeah, I just wanted to get off, turn the engine off, and let it cool off a little bit. I really want to get moving and get there, but at the same time, I really want this engine to be good, and I do got to break it in right. And honestly, what I just did is probably one of the worst things for breaking in a motor, especially one, you know, I really want to last. That's brand new, like that, going through that trail back there where the gravel was thick and hard and low revved on the engine and all that. Or then on the highway there on Easton Ave, keeping it revved up and stuff. Pretty much the worst thing you could do for a two-stroke. Basically, when you're breaking it in, there's the buck. I don't know if you guys can see it through the woods. Looks like a 3-point, maybe 2-point. Hello, dear. Come here, dear. Dear, 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 dear. Does that work, guys? I don't think so. He's running the other way. Yeah, I don't think that works. Oh, well. It's funny, growing up, I almost never seen a buck. And I grew up in the woods. I used to chase baby deer in my backyard. Literally grew up with acres, and the closest neighbor was a quarter mile away. So I'm very used to seeing deer, but I almost never seen a buck when I was growing up. But now, I see a whole bunch of bucks. Boy, look at that steel. That is some thick steel right there. I don't really have nothing I can make out of that. Otherwise, I might borrow a piece. If it was aluminum, I probably would borrow a piece. Boy, grab one of those I-beams, man, make a rack out of that. That thing would be solid. Honestly, I'd like to take one of them and make an actual bike frame out of it. I just think it'd be cool. I need to get myself a welder. I know Hoover, he says he just got himself a welder. I'm excited to see what he does with that. I think a welder is just a great tool. Used to have one, don't have it anymore. Definitely want to get another one when we get to our permanent location. By next year, I really think next year we'll have a lot better quality content on the channel, just because I'll be able to have more monies available, because I plan on starting a new job and, you know, just be easier to do stuff. Okay, what do you mean? What are you telling me to turn around for? Did you want me on the bike path? Yeah, Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're just gonna go straight here. Yeah, it wants me to go back that way and take over those the guardrails up, so. Okay, we're just gonna go this way.
Hey, puppy. Alright, back on a bike path. This one's paved. So that's really nice. This wind is really rough though, I'm not gonna lie. It is windy out. And these mag rims get blown around by the wind more than any rim I have ever had in my life. These particular mag rims. My other mag rims did not do this near as bad. And there's only 3 blades on this, but I guess because the blades are so wide and what have you, the blades are so wide, I guess that's why. See, this is the same bike path I could have taken, or that I was on way back when, but because of the bike path being the way it was, I did not want to do it. Well, I'm not even sure if I can get through all this. This is bad. If I can get through all this. There's people walking, so I must be able to. I should have just stayed on the road, but honestly, I really enjoy this section of the bike path. That's why I turned back on it. Because it's nice. Out so they don't get wet. Cool trike. Guy over there's got a tricycle. I don't know if you guys can see it, but maybe. Very cool though. Yeah, I gotta stop going on this path, guys. It's just slowing me down too much. Like, I'm only just starting to get out of New Brunswick. I got quite a bit more riding than this. This way, right? Yeah. Alright, I think we're done with the bike trail for a while. Till I get around Woodbridge, I think. Everyone's out trick-or-treating. So, stop trying to go left. Boy, there's some water happening, huh? Like an average hill. This is a really long average hill though. Pulling me up at no problem. That last one I was just on was kind of like the hill behind the hotel, man. That's a steep hill. Oh, there's a dinosaur! Look at that. There's a dinosaur, that's awesome. This way. I've never actually gone this way, I don't think, but I like it so far. Alright guys, I am coming through Piscataway, I believe this is. maybe Denali. I'm not really, I can't remember exactly, but we are making moves. About to get here on Lincoln Highway. Mongolian barbecue. It's a beautiful day out. If it wasn't so gloomy, it'd be really nice day. Minutes it says. That's a bicycle. So we're definitely cutting time off. It was what, 2.5? Probably been riding for about half an hour, 40 minutes maybe? I don't know, something like that. Maybe longer. But we're doing pretty good. Busy road. Left here. Everything else has been, you know, low, and Lincoln Highway was only for a couple seconds, literally. 100, 200 feet. So I really like this path. I hope I can remember how to take it next time. I hope I can remember how to take it in reverse, which I already know is not going to happen. Okay guys, we are still going through this development. Oh, I think it's multiple developments, to be honest with you, but we're still on the path. Oh! This is incredible! I know, right? Oh boy, some people got some really good costumes out here. Santa Claus. A super nice route the GPS was taking me down. Very, very happy with it. Oh, we're coming up to this bike path, aren't we? I remember this. Oh, yeah, then I go on to the bike path. This is a good spot. The other spot is where I almost died that time. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy way to go, but this is okay. This should take us over Route 1, 9, I believe. This should be great. Yeah, this should be really nice. This is a really nice bike path. Look at this guy pedaling. another reason why I like this exhaust, because I got a little bit more pop. I don't know if I'm even noticing any performance difference, whether it be good or bad, but no matter what, view. Yeah, we're going over Route 1 and 9 right now. So that's nice. That path takes us right over the highway there, which is really nice. Hey, puppies. 2.4. Continue on this bike path. Okie dokie. Not gonna lie, this bike path is not lit up at night, and it's kind of spooky. Not gonna lie, especially being Halloween. It's gonna be real spooky tonight. All right, guys, we are off the path and back on surface streets. We are crossing over the Parkway, I believe. Yeah, the Parkway. Trying to keep it a little slower right now. That last stretch, I didn't record it because I didn't want to take my hands off the handlebars, turn the camera back on. But I was not full throttle at all, but I was definitely up in the higher part of it, and man, it's just butter smooth up there. But it was moving. I don't know how fast I was. There was no one on the bike track, or bike path, walker path, whatever you want to call it. There was nobody on it. So I took off because it was just clear sailing. I only passed one person, which was nice. I didn't got to worry about pissing anyone off, being on there with a motorized vehicle. Definitely cooking. We had to be doing at least 30, I would say, just by how fast things were going past me. I think we were doing about 30 miles an hour. And we weren't at the top at all. This thing still revs up really high. It's something nice revving motor, but that can get you in trouble real quick. I don't know if I can get around like this. Up here and see what it looks like. I don't think I can get through here at all. Ow, that hurt. Burnt my leg like crazy. Yeah, that's a complete not going across that kind of a thing. I gotta go on that sketchy part of the road right there where it's right next to the there is a what's it called on the other side, sidewalk, which does sound good. So the sidewalk on the other side, maybe? Sidewalk on that side. Yeah, so anyway, if I can keep all the heat in the pipe away from the motor, I should gain the minuscule most amount of power that I won't even notice, but that's not the important part. I won't burn my leg, and I'll keep the heat away from the engine, because I really like having the pipe over the engine like this. But I think in the winter, I'm not necessarily worried about it because of cool air right now, like the fall, a lot of cool air going on, so I'm not really stressing having the pipe over the engine. But in the summer, if I had it like this, if I make it to the summer, it would definitely have a chance of causing a problem of overheating the engine when it's 90 and 100 degrees out. So I think it would be, oh wow, this is where we are? Oh my goodness, we're almost there. So So yeah, I think it would be very smart to get wrap around the motor or around the exhaust to keep the heat away from the motor and stuff. Big time. Okay, I'm going to leave you on for this part because we're about to go over this bridge. This is a bridge, and I really want to have a running start of this, honestly, because this is quite the bridge. I got a headwind going on crazy right now. This is a steep bridge. The headwind is crazy. Man, is it windy right now. I am blowing around. Woo! I'm not hitting the brakes, but I'm slowing down, going down this steep hill because the wind is so strong. Ay, ay, ay. I'm keeping the throttle about where the engine speed would be for going this speed, you know, without gaining speed. And it is just pushing me. Oh my goodness, this is windy out here. Oh, this is a big one. Man, these rims catch that wind, boy. Stop so light. But yeah, I didn't even realize this is where we are, man. We are so close. Man, my leg hurts. I burned it really good right before I started climbing this hill. Man, that was a hike. Yeah, it's 4 strokes a lot during normal acceleration, but I'm okay with it because it's not horrible, but I would definitely gain some speed if I was to lean it out 1 notch, I think, but I don't know. Leave it while I'm breaking it in. Thank goodness we're almost there. Man, not gonna lie, this is gonna be hard to do on the way back. It's gonna get colder, windier, and I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie, sweatpants, and it is definitely gonna get way windier. I'm taking a left here. I don't know about that. Maybe 10 minutes away at the moment, so we are real close, real close. I think by now, technically the motor should be broken in. I used about a half a gallon of fuel, which is about 2 tanks. So, yeah, as long as it's turned different ways, but, man, push me. I gotta concentrate. But it I know where I'm going from here out. It's basically straight and make a left. Like, look, that's off throttle. And that's where I'm cruising at. What is that, a quarter of a throttle? And it's just coming along at this speed. I don't know what speed it is. But I wouldn't doubt if it's about 20, 25 miles an hour right here. That is great cruising speed for me. I like to cruise 25 to 30 usually. With a wind like this, a little slower. But, I mean, it's just great cruising speed all in all. So I'm really, really happy with the way this motor turned out, guys. I hope you enjoyed the build. And I hope you enjoyed the very first ride we take with it. I'll be, riding back home, obviously, so I'll be recording most of that. It's going to be in the dark, so I don't know how much of that I will record. Because I don't really have really good low light camera. The GoPro I use is not the best for that. So hopefully I can record some of it and you'll be able to see it, but no promise. Either way, though, I really enjoyed working on this motor and getting it going. I feel bad because I did say I wanted to give this motor to Heather for her bike, but at the same time, she honestly does not care. And she also does not need the bigger CC, the bigger piston. She really don't need it because she's way lighter than me. So the 80cc works just fine for her. Definitely an air leak in this carburetor, it seems like, so I'm gonna figure that out. Alright guys, well, there you have it. The bike did great. The motor, everything phenomenal. Nothing's loose, at least by the looks of it. You can see this is gonna get messy right there because it sprays out. That's okay. Chain, a little looser than I would like. We'll check that before we go, but I'm not worried about it. All in all, everything looks good. Yeah, everything seems really good. Everything's snug and tight. Yeah, these rims are holding up great. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming with me, and I look forward to recording some of the way back. All right, happy Halloween. And just in case I don't record anything, as always, if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell that goes with the subscribe. Go down in the comments, leave me a message and say what is going on and how you're doing. Also, if you want, you can go over to Johnny's Motorized Bicycles on Facebook and join that. It's free, and you could leave me a comment and post pictures, videos, anything you want. Link your YouTube channel if it's about motorized bikes. That would be awesome. I'll leave a link to that down in the description along with links to everything else, the Venmo, the TikTok,
the Facebook group, my address to send stuff if you want to send stuff, my email if you want to send me an email. All that stuff will be down in the description. Just makes it easy so people don't have to ask me for it and they just go down there. So it's something new I'm starting to do. But either way, guys, as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Okay, guys, I am outside and it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be, so that's really nice. It is 10:30 at night. Oh my goodness, I wanted to leave earlier than this. I'm not gonna get home till 12:30 at least. I know that path is definitely gonna be dark. Ow! Trying to leave the house and there's a skunk running through the yard. Let's get going. Get this bike going. Oh, maybe a little choke would be good, Johnny. Yeah, that definitely helped. It's cold out. That's why I got my sweatshirt on. Let's get the engine warmed up. Okay. Let's go. I hope this takes me back the same exact way it brought me here, because I really like that. It is just as windy as it was earlier today. Make sure we get up to speed before we go over the bridge. Oh boy. Ducking down this time. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, we did all right. We're up it. Let the engine take a breather. All the way to the right. It's New York. All the way out there to GW. That's George Washington Bridge. Taking me back the same way. Awesome. We are already to the bike path, believe it or not. High beams. I got my other light with me, so I think it'd be better to have this all the way up so I can see. The only thing I worry about going too fast right now is I can't see the borders, and I worry about like a deer coming out. I won't be able to see it till the last second. I ain't trying to hit the deer right now. Because we are getting to the bridge. I feel like we're making good time. Yep. But the bridge is well lit. But it looks like you're going into complete darkness, which you are. Is that what I thought it was? Holy crap. Oh, that's fake. I thought it was a $100 bill. Look, guys, look what I just found. Saw it on the ground, I thought it was real. I was like, what? $100 bill? We're getting close to the turn off, I think. No pedaling. This way. Not bad, guys. We are doing good. We are doing good. Alright, we are back on surface streets. Remember this part of the town like this. This is a really nice little I wouldn't be able to ride this through here even if I wanted to be honest. The section up here on the bridge that got washed out, so tight. This used to go through when the storm happened. This was all flooded. This all the way up into New Brunswick. It was completely covered from here all the way over the highway, all the way into New Brunswick. Couldn't believe how much water was there. Bridge was kind of tore up to begin with, honestly, so. We did good so far, guys. I can't believe. We honestly made really good time. Let's see what time it is. 11:30, yeah, about an hour from here, so. Oh, this I have to walk across, don't I? Bike path. I don't want to go bike path. I want to go this way. Yeah, I want to go this way. Alright guys, we are on South Main Street. Here's one of the buildings that blew up during the storm. We are almost home. Yes. Okay guys, we are home, so that's great.